What's up, friends? Now it should be working. There we go. My name's Aaron Ciotti. Everybody calls me Ciotti. Blah 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 blah. Hold on. Okay. There we go. Welcome to Whoop Wednesday. First Whoop Wednesday at the new house. I just woke up. No air conditioning day. But they did come out today, and it's exactly what I told them it was. The fan and the... We have this home warranty thing, so like there's a little notes field. So in the notes field, I was like, you know, the thing and the fan was making a noise, and now the fan's dead, and here's the model number, and here's the serial number, and here's the thing, and so just you bring a fan, because you're gonna need it. Did they bring a fan? Did they need the fan? Was it exactly what I said it was? So, you know. It's not looking like I'm gonna have air conditioning until next week. So I apologize in advance, Harbles. You're gonna sweat your ass off along with me and Maggie and Sage and Felix actually are fine because the upstairs air conditioning is still working. It's just us adults that are suffering. Sage got his driver's license yesterday. I've been teaching Sage to drive. Maggie and I have been teaching Sage to drive for the last couple of months, 2 months, 3 months, on and off. The last week was like cram time, and yeah, he passed. He got 2 things wrong. He when he was doing a little out and back, he blocked the oncoming traffic, which is weird because like they didn't. I don't know. I totally get that. And then he crossed over into the other lane a little bit when we were out on the roads. But you can get, I think it's 75. I think 75% and up, you're good to go. And he got an 80. So, you know, and you don't get anything different for getting 100. So might as well make some mistakes. But yeah, he did a great job. And I'm very lucky to have been involved in that whole process. It was really cool. I'm so jealous, man. Like, I tell him one thing, and then he's just good to go with it. And I'm like, man, I remember those days. So, yeah, the whole process has been really cool. Very, 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 very different than teaching students how to go faster, which is a part of my background. But that certainly helped me. Like, just being able to read their, yeah, you know, instructing from inside of a car is a totally different thing. And I have many years of experience doing that, and that really helps. It came in really handy. So yeah, the whole thing was kind of amazing. And yeah, he got it on his first shot. Not something that everybody can say in the chat. Hey, I'm actually curious how many people failed the first time. Type failed into the chat if you failed the first time. Sometimes I feel like most people fail on their first attempt, cause like it's the land of the unknown. Like you don't know what they don't really tell you what they're gonna test, and you just have a million things to try to figure out. And then, you know, the written test is kind of difficult, and then you're super stressed out. So yeah, type failed if you failed your first time. I'm very curious if a lot of people fail their first time. I didn't, but I did have a mistake. I did sort of a similar thing. When I was parallel parking, I crossed over the double yellow lines a little bit. I think I just put the left side tires on the double yellow lines, but, you know. So yeah, that was cool. I'm super glad that he got it, and he starts high school tomorrow. So, new high school, too. So, big, crazy, exciting week. In the chat, Javier Gallardo is first. I'm gonna read that comment in a minute. It's a big one. Kevin Sumner is next. Chopper FPV, Bulldog FPV, Tuner Taxi, Riot 9, Aircon, Ed K, Joseph Dahari, Bob Noxious, David Ciotti. My dad's in the chat. What's up, Dad? Dusty Joe, Bob Noxious is here. Hey, Bob Noxious should be out of the hospital by now. Hopefully he's yeah. He says feeling better each day. Awesome, love it. Michael D, Kevin Sumner, Ed K, Matt O, RC. Who else is in here? Danzil, the Terrible. YouTube just did the thing. Richard is here. Riot 9. There's a ton of lightning or thunder outside. Zoe Tech is here. I think I got everybody. Yeah, look at all you people that failed the first time. Ha! Sage is better than you. Oh, shit. Yeah, my dad calls out that I took the test in a manual car. I did, yeah. I took the test in the car that my parents gave me, a 1987 notchback 4-cylinder Mustang. And yeah, I took it in that, which, like, I remember the instructor was like, "You fucking for real, bro? You're not gonna, like, borrow somebody's little hatchback automatic car and take it in that? Okay." And then, yeah, I mean, I don't know how it works. So yeah, it was pretty wild. Hey, this is, if you want to talk directly to me, all you gotta do is, go to hell. All you gotta do is type CiottiFPV. Type CiottiFPV. You don't have to put an at in front of it, but you certainly can if that's your kind of thing and it gets you know, excited. If you type CiottiFPV and you spell it right, you don't put a space between the two words, it's gonna light up an orange like that, and I'm gonna know that you're talking to me. If you don't, I'm gonna assume that you're talking to other people and probably ignore you and, you know, silently under my breath be like, "What a douchebag. What an asshole." This is my full-time job. If you'd like to see this content continue, head on over to CiottiFPV.com and click some buttons. The Patreon button helps me out the most and gives you the most benefits. $3 whole a month, 10 cents a day can get you in, and you're going to get way more value than $3 a month out of it. Etsy store for some cool stuff if you want to treat yourself, which you should because you're worth it, god damn it. There's a Teespring store as well with some cool shirts and hats and mugs. There's a Fiverr page where you can work directly with me one-on-one. I can help you fly better, build better, tune better, or we can talk about one of the things that most folks that have been hiring me through Fiverr have wanted to spend some time with lately is like them asking me like, how do I get started flying gigs? And I'm more than happy to talk about that. I'm by no stretch of the imagination like an expert on that. There aren't many experts on it. Like the Tommies and the Tommy Tabahia, oh my god, and the Nurks and all the absolute top level guys, they've only been doing it for like 3 years. So there really aren't any pros. Like, sure, they're way more pros than I am, but like, good luck trying to get them one-on-one, right? So I'm probably the most professional or whatever the hell person that you're going to be able to get one-on-one time with. So yeah, that seems to have a lot of value. I'm more than willing to talk about that. To be honest, guys, like you're just buying my time. We can talk about how to cook. I'm the worst cook ever, so you're going to be sorely disappointed, but you know, you got me. Ask me whatever questions you want, and I'll do my best to... why is there always a fly? Why is there always one fly in this house? I've killed... You guys want to know how to kill a fly? Bring your hands in. Above it. You got to be above it. And then you just clap above it, and it flies right in your hands. Oh! It doesn't work every time, but usually it works. So, like, if there's a fly that lands, like, right here, you bring your hands in, and then you just... And it sees your hands start to move quick, and it flies upwards. Usually, he flew sideways. Usually, it flies upwards, and it fucking flies right into your hands. And then it dies right in front of you. And you go, ah, ah, you feel like a man. Why does anyone subject themselves to this madness? It's looking a little dark. I might, Okay. It's way too hot in here to be doing that. That was a terrible idea. Hold on, let me make the camera a little bit higher. This is what happens when I just wake up. I'm all fucking crazy. Let me just go one click upwards. And then that made almost no difference. We'll go one more. Okay. It's no better. Pretend like it's better. It is better. Look at that. Javier Gallardo with the first... It looks like, I don't know, YouTube has a tendency to... Whatever. Javier says... Did you guys see it? It flew right in front of me. Oh, now it's too bright though. What is happening? Javier Guerrero says, I tagged you on Instagram today. I just saw it and I just reposted it. I hope. I'm bad at computer things. I tagged you on Instagram today. The LB97 has been ready for a few weeks now, but I've not been able to fly it because of the weather and because of the end of semester and masters has been rough. In fact, I don't think I'll be staying today. Have fun, everyone. I saw that, Javier. That's super awesome. Javier won the LB97 frame, which is an old school frame from a company called Retorius that's been gone for many years. It's a great little frame, though, and I'm so excited that Javier actually did a build with it, because I have a really long history with that frame, and yeah, I have such like a soft place in my heart for that frame, and it's just so cool to see someone else bring it back to life. And yeah, that's awesome, Javier. If you're still here, man, thank you for building that. That's very, very, very cool. And yeah, I can't wait to see some live footage from it. That's awesome. Enjoy. And yeah, just smash the hell out of it. Bob Noxious says, what's a collective in CiottiFPV? Kevin Sumner says, no audio, no sound, says Ed K. Denzel the Terrible says, hey there, collective at CiottiFPV. David Ciotti says, I remember teaching you to drive. Do you really? That's really cool. I actually don't remember learning to drive, weirdly. That's not true. I do remember it. I remember that we learned in that little industrial complex off of we went down Sloan, then we took that first left and we went over the little bridge thing. I remember over there. I don't really remember any specifics though, but I remember that we learned how to drive over there, I think. But hey, that was, 20 plus years ago, and I was terrified. I remember being scared of driving, which I can tell Sage is like, and that's good. It's, it's high stakes, right? You can kill somebody pretty easily, or yourself. So yeah, that's a good thing to be scared. Keeps you sharp. Kevin Sumner says, I failed for speeding. It was a 15-mile-an-hour zone around the DMV, though. That's interesting. So here's a funny thing. Nowadays, because of COVID, the instructor does not come with you. So basically, we get to the DMV, and they do things, and then they're like, okay, go outside. And then the student's guardian, the person trying to get their license's guardian, is supposed to be in the car with them. Maggie was just like, oh, that's him, pointing to me. And they were like, okay. So that was cool, because that's what we wanted. We wanted me to be in the car with them rather than Maggie. I'm a lot more chill in the passenger seat, because I've spent so much time in the passenger seat of race cars with students. It's like Sage can't really do anything that's going to freak me out, because it's not happening at triple-digit speeds. So that was awesome that we got to do that. And then the instructor person with the clipboard, they've got a little camera set up, and they stick the camera to the dash, and it's got a front-facing and a rear-facing camera. And she said to me, she's like, you're not allowed to say anything, and if you do say anything, it's an instant fail. Just, no bullshit, it's over, failed, done. So I was like, okay. And then they call the student. So Sage takes his phone, puts it on his little dash clippy thing on speakerphone, and the test giver instructor person talks to them on the phone. And so there's like the little track around the DMV office with the parallel parking and shit like that, and they're like, parallel park here, stop there, back up, blah blah blah. And then they send us out on the road, and we go up the road, U-turn, down the road, the public road, up the road, U-turn, down the road, light. You got to sit at a light, make a left at the light, and drive it in, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, and that's the whole test. So they wouldn't have any idea although maybe the camera could have GPS on it, so maybe they're able to monitor the speed, but yeah, they're not in the car, which if you really think about it, like, I doubt that those employees are making good money, and you couldn't pay me enough to sit in 16-year-olds' cars all day for their, like, 5th time driving, try to give them a test. So, like, that was, yeah, I think that's a really good thing. It's weird to me, right? But, like, I don't know, I would be wanting like $80, $90, $100,000 a year to do that job, right? Give me some fucking hazard pay for going out with 16-year-olds, because, like, you know, I put in the time and effort to get Sage up to speed, but most parents I know, like, most parents I know, are not good drivers themselves, right? So, like, a bad driver teaching a new driver, like, ooh, and B, like, you know, how many parents do you know that just kind of don't care? And it's just like, not a good driver, don't really care, teaching someone to drive. Eek, yikes. So yeah, that was, I think that's a really good thing that's come out of COVID for these poor instructors to not have to be in the car. And to be honest, you know, you got a front-facing camera, you got a rear-facing camera. The rear-facing camera is pointing directly at the passenger, so I couldn't be like, yo, go left, go left. I couldn't, like, tell Sage anything. I just had to sit there and hold on and pray, which was awesome. I got shit in my teeth. You guys didn't tell me this. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
What is this again?
It's a gin and tonic with celery syrup.
Look at you. Look how fancy. Blizzard FPV super chatted $12.27. Thank you, brother. Oh, God, it's still there.
Aaron.
What am I going to do? I can't leave it there.
And come back.
Hold on.
That's how they love you.
I got to handle this. Wait, no, I think I got it. I got it.
Cheers.
Mmm. Ooh. Ooh. What did you do with this? You boiled some celery?
Yeah. And syrup and a sugar. So I made a simple syrup with celery.
Yeah, I'm so fucking paranoid now. I'm so paranoid now. Hold on.
Paranoid?
Okay, we good. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
We gonna be drunk tonight, friends. I drank an Angry Orchard Appley thing with dinner, and now this. Mmm. Yeah, it's legit. Guys, there's celery in it. What a time to be alive. Bob Noxious says, a pass is a pass. So true. So yeah, there you guys go. That's what it's like to get a, hey, Tuner Tacky ate some Takis and exploded. Tuner Taxi passed in a manual Civic Si. Very cool. Michael D failed the written on the first attempt. Dan636 says, I made it. YouTube just did the thing. Bob Noxious says, room looks great. Thank you, dude. It's going to look even better very soon. Patrick and I might still paint tomorrow. If he can get his hands on a window air conditioning unit. I'm not painting in here in 80 degrees. That's what it is in this house right now. It's 80 degrees. And I'm just not doing it. It's just not happening. But he said he can. There it is. That's what was in my teeth. There we go. I was weirded out because usually when I get something out of my teeth, I'll, find it with my tongue. I don't remember what I was saying. Blizzard FPV, thank you so much for the, I don't know what numbers I saw. $15.85 Canadian. He says, sup, prop nuts. Thank you, Blizzard. I completely misread the number. I don't know how or why. Thank you, brother, for supporting the madness that is attempting to be a full-time FPV thing. I don't know what it is. Oh, yeah, air conditioning. Yeah, Patrick said he's got a window air conditioning unit he can bring over. So I'm going to, I got drop cloths today. I'm going to preemptively rip this room apart and tape up the baseboards and put the drop cloth down as if we're painting tomorrow. And then tomorrow during the day, I'm going to do all the prep. There's about 7,000 holes in the walls that I'm going to have to push in, spackle, sand, push in, spackle, sand. Actually, just pushed it in the first time. So yeah, in theory, for Friday's live stream, this up here is going to be red, and up here, this is all going to be red. And then down here, and behind this white shelf jib-jab is going to be purple. So this will be even cooler looking. And then I get to screw around with these lights all over again and faff about. So yeah, should be pretty cool. Blizzard FPV with a $2 super chat. He says, just turn on some quads in the windows. Done. There it is. I'll make it worse in here, yo. It's so fucking hot in Atlanta. Man, the pest control guys came today to take care of the yellow jacket nest that's like hidden in the lawn that keeps biting. I was gonna say biting Maggie in the ass, but no, they're stinging Maggie in her legs every time that she tries to mow the lawn. And then the air conditioner repair guys came, so today was a hot mess. Yo, the filter that they pulled out of the downstairs HVAC, holy shit. I don't think they ever changed it, ever. I think it's 40 years old. The house isn't that old. The house is 25 years old, I think. I've never seen anything like it. And the guy was like, yo, I don't think I've ever seen one that's this bad before. It was just ridiculous, like fire hazard shit. Like, I kind of can't believe this place didn't burn down. So that was a little creepy. So I went up into the attic and checked that one, and it wasn't nearly as bad. So yeah, that was scary, man. I have a feeling that might be why the fan died, because it was just pulling as hard as it could, and it was just completely clogged. So yeah, I don't know. That should have been. I should have checked those day one, but I just, you know, there's 8,000 other things to think about, and it just didn't hit my brain. So that was a little bit scary to see how shitted up that was. But yeah, all's well that ends well, I guess. We get a new HVAC fan. Yay! Rodney says, did she say celery syrup? She did. She took some celery and boiled it. And I think I can taste the celery. I can't smell it. Maybe. It's good. It's good. It's real good. Right9 says, I think the best road skill is to be able to predict the actions / stupidity of others and be able to put yourself in a defensive position at all times. So that's a lot of what, like, I worked with Sage on, is like basically reading the body language of other cars. I've been driving for 25-ish years, and I've only gotten into one accident. And it was like 2 years ago, unfortunately. And it was just the silliest thing ever. It was just, as I was driving by another Miata, I was actually looking at it. And then when I looked back forward, a car had changed lanes and was just stopped in front of me. It was the stupidest fucking thing ever. Yeah, it's... Yeah, there's just like a body language to cars. Like, are they really are they getting close to the dotted lines and they weren't a second ago? Like, that probably means they're thinking about turning over, or changing lanes rather. So yeah, I spent a good amount of time and effort with Sage on that kind of shit, because that is, in my opinion, how you don't get into a wreck, and that's kind of all that matters, really. Like, in terms of driving. Like, to me, just not crashing is 99.9% of it. And it's hard to do because people are not great drivers and they do unpredictable stuff. But yeah, paying attention and being able to read that kind of stuff, and just, you know, there's other situations like if it's a 2-lane road and there's a whole bunch of cars that are stopped in the one lane, don't go 80 miles an hour down the other lane, because chances are somebody's going to get pissed off, they're waiting in line, and they're going to pull out, right? So, like, stuff like that. I spent a good amount of time and effort, like, talking to Sage about and trying to show him, like, hey, look, remember we were talking about that? This is that situation, right? Slow down. All right, cool. So yeah, I agree with you 100%, right, 9. Zoe Tech says, what is your current Tiny Whoop build? What's your setup? I've got 4 of them, and we're going to talk about them when I start flying, so stay tuned. Michael D with a $10 super chat. Thank you, brother. He says, CiottiFPV, I want to thank you. I was having a rough day at work last week. Fired up your final stream from Studio One and just listened to it, helped me relax, and I had a good day. Very cool, Michael. I love that, man. That was an incredibly emotional stream. I knew it was going to be... I knew some of the memories were gonna get me going, but yeah, I didn't realize there were so many memories that you guys had from, I could say from the apartment, but it's not that. It's from the first 2.5 years of streaming, right? Like, it doesn't matter where that was, and it's been a hell of a journey. You know, I started streaming when I still had a real job, and it was just like a really fun kind of thing to do. And then it turned into, you know, then when I got laid off, it turned into a thing that was like, thank God I'm doing this so I can make some actual money. Because yeah, in Charleston, I'd not had great luck. I'm sorry, I was in Atlanta by that point. But yeah, I'd had a rough history of trying to find jobs, so I knew it was going to take a long time to find a job. And then, yeah, I decided to try to do it as like a full-time thing, and that's when the Quarren stream started, and I spent 30 days, I streamed every day for 30 days, thinking that I could get it going enough to cover all the bills and whatnot, and it didn't work. Like, by the end of the Quarren stream 30-day adventure thing, it had not grown enough to where I could cover all my bills, and it was scary as shit. And I decided to not give up, and I just kept going, and it just took a little bit more time. It took a bunch more time, but yeah, so it's been a hell of an adventure. And a lot of people in my life doubted me and were like, what the fuck are you doing? And a lot of those people are no longer in my life, and that's great. I love that. Because, you know, those people did not have faith or confidence in me, and that's not, like... You know, there are times where you got to say to your buddy, like, yo, what are you doing? You're being kind of unrealistic. And I'm sure that that's what they thought that they were doing. But that could have ended, you know, they could have ended something really great. And I'm glad that they didn't. So, yeah, it's been crazy. It's been a crazy journey. And I absolutely love that you got something good out of that live stream, Michael. That's that hits me right here, and it makes me feel great every time. You know, I don't know. I'm so fucking lucky that you guys take the time to, like, tell me those stories and share that shit with me. Like, that's a big deal. Like, you guys don't realize it, but it's a really big deal to open yourself up like that and take the time out of, I'm sure, a busy day, a busy life, a busy everything, right? We all got a lot going on. It's a really big deal that any of you ever send me messages or support me and do super chats and let me know in there and say stuff like that. Like, that's a really big deal. I don't think you guys always, like, realize how much strength and, like, awesomeness it takes to kind of do that, right? Because it's what keeps those of us that are creating content going sometimes, because it's rough. It's hard, and it can be very thankless, and it's not like a regular job, right? It's not like this nice solid health insurance providing like place that you go and your what you do is like pretty set and you know how to do it, and there's a whole bunch of other people working on the same kind of thing, or at least on the same team or whatever. So yeah, it's a big deal when you guys do that, and you should give yourselves credit for it, because it's super, super, super appreciated, and it says a lot about you, right? Like, it says a lot about you that you're willing to take time out of your day to let somebody making cool shit know that, like, it helped you, and you would love for them to keep doing it. Like, that's awesome. So yeah, you guys are the best, and it's and I'm forever trying to find ways to repay the amazingness that you guys have be sending my way, whether it's a bunch of letters together or super chats or just whatever. Marcel off Axis FPV says you don't want to make CiottiFPV to pay to what you don't want to make CiottiFPV to pay to fly of at Vly. What? At who is? Oh, is at Vly a person in chat? I'm so confused, Marcel. Blizzard FPV with a $5 super chat. He says, shout out to Marcel off Axis FPV. Look at you go. Michael D says, you need a redneck AC unit, block of ice sitting on a 5-gallon bucket with a box fan blowing air over it. I've seen those memes. Great Southern FPV and RC says, hey man, not sure if you saw my last message, but super cheap parts, vistas, and frames from a place called Fly Smart Digi out of Hong Kong. I did not see your last message, Great Southern. Called Fly Smart Digi out of Hong Kong. Them being in Hong Kong, though, shipping is going to be mega. So maybe that's why. Oh, it looks like they're closing. Google says that they're permanently closed. So I guess maybe they're blowing stuff out. Interesting. If you guys want to chance it, maybe you can get some good deals here. But be aware, they're in Hong Kong. The shipping is going to be brutal. Fly Smart Digi. Here's the here comes the link into the chat. If you want to try to, ooh, they've got the Tattoo BT 2.0 300s. That's pretty cool. Buttons. Push the buttons. I'm pushing some buttons. Bob Noxious with a $20 super chat. Thank you, dude. He says, for your fund, woot woot choo choo super chat train. For the fund, the gear didn't mean to do that. I guess I did mean to do that. Why is this opening in such a big window? Holy Christ. There we go. 300 goes to 320. Thank you, Bob Noxious. Love that you're feeling better, man. Keep healing, yo. Just lay there and be like, and your body will, when you do that, that's how you make your body heal. Did you guys know that? It's a little known fact. It's something that they figured out in Japan in the shrimp wrap factories, is that if you're sick, even if you have COVID, it doesn't matter. If you're sick, you gotta be laying there and you just go, and you either shit your pants or you heal, either or. So, careful. T-Bird says, what's up, sexy? Michael D says, I missed the stream. I wanted to mention the burrito tunnel. I was introduced to it shortly after I started watching your streams. I could technically set up a little miniature burrito tunnel here. I'm not gonna, because there's a huge mess here. But once I'm a little bit more settled here, remind me about the burrito tunnel, and we will figure out a way to set up a burrito tunnel. We might even be able to set up a double burrito tunnel if Felix is cool with it. Felix like fell in love with my burrito blanket, and the one night they tried to, I was like, all right, it was like 1:30. I'm like, all right, you gotta go to bed. You gotta go to bed. Felix comes down here into the basement and we play PS4 games, which is awesome. We've been playing Overcooked and Diablo 3. But at some point I gotta kick him out and tell him to go to bed. And so the one night I was like, you gotta go to bed. And they'd been all wrapped up in the burrito blanket, and they start walking out with just it all wrapped up, taking it with them. I'm like, no, that stays down here, Felix. I'm sorry, it stays down here. I can buy you your own if you want. And they're like, oh yeah. So my burrito blanket is 80 inches long. The reason that I got it is it's one of the biggest blankets I could find. So I got Felix their own 70-inch diameter burrito blanket. And so yeah, we've got two now, and they're different prints. They're like, mine is like, the image that they used is a burrito that like sat on the grill for a long time and got kind of dark, and then they have another design where it's not as toasted. So that's the one that I got for Felix, and I'm very jealous because theirs is double-sided. It's printed on both sides. Mine is white on one side and printed on the other. So yeah, we might be able to do a double burrito tunnel, and one of the tunnels will be burrito inside and out. Great. I don't know, man. You know, it's... Great Southern! No, Michael D says, I missed the stream. Oh, no, we got that. FamGFPV says, got 20 minutes with my phone. Love you all, Collective and Aaron Ciotti. Thank you, brother. Paul McDonald says, I love you and keep doing it, brother. Deal. I'll keep doing the things in the place. Michael D says, chugga 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 woo woo, riding the super chat train with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Michael. You guys are the goddamn greatest. Let me make sure I didn't miss any of these. Cool. All right, I think I'm good. If I missed your super chat, just tag me and be like, yo, you selfish son of a bitch. Give me my shout out. It's fine. You can talk to me like that. Bob Noxious says, literally laying here right now as if I was shrimp wrapped. T-Bird says, check your phone. I have, T-Bird says, I have you a bone, but I need your new address. Ooh, thank you, iPhone. It auto-filled that. I hit one button to dump the entire address in there. Big brother, coming at you. Andrew Duncan with a $5 super chat. He says, come on, everybody, let's get Ciotti that GoPro. It'll be better video for us, too. Choo-choo. Well... So my 8 died when it went swimming on a gig a couple of weeks ago, and a mystery fan sent me a Hero 8 from Amazon. So I took my exploded 8 into Best Buy, and of course they had to send it out. And when they, 2 weeks later, when they were like, yeah, it's definitely broken. It was completely obliterated, for the record. I put it under the tire of the car. I'm not gonna lie, because I wanted to see. Like, the last time I went through this, like, the lens was broken, and it was like, yeah, I guess maybe they could kind of fix it. So this time I was like, I'm gonna make this shit obviously completely obliterated, and because they can't fix them anyway because they're fucking glued together, and it didn't make any difference. I knew it wouldn't, but it was like, whatever. They're gonna junk it out anyway. But yeah, when they finally said, yes, it's broken and we can't fix it, when I went back in, the price on the 10s had come down, and it was only $100 more than getting another 8. And I already have a bunch of the mounts for the 9 and the 10, so I was like, you know what? All right, let's just go for it. I'm putting the bigger motors on the Cinesplorers anyway, so they should be able to haul around the fatter Hero 10. So technically, the Hero 10 fund has already been jib-jabbed in the donkey. So we got to come up with another. What do you guys want to see? What do you guys want to see me test next? Is the question. Andrew Duncan, thank you very much, man. I'm gonna put it in the gear fund because you mentioned the gear fund, but we're gonna change the name of the gear fund because, yeah, we're gonna do that. Paul McDonald with a $5 super chat. He says, "Toot toot." Dan 636 says, "Did I miss the train?" You did not miss the train, Dan. I held the train at the station just for you, my man. Thank you, brother. Thanks, guys. Paul, Dan, Andrew, Michael, Bob Noxious, Blizzard, Michael D again, Blizzard again, Blizzard again. Thank you, guys. You're the goddamn best. Michael D with a $5 super chat. Let's see what it says. Why doesn't the thing tell me the... I wish it put the comment down here. He says, no, Dan said that... He says, no, Dan 636. It just started going. Hop on and join the party. There it is. Thanks, guys. Kevin Sumner says, got a PS5 yet? There it is. And we're just going to put it right back to the Sony PlayStation 5 fund. For the time being, this is where we're going to leave it. This is what it was until, like, a couple weeks ago when I was like, well, I'll never be able to afford a PS5. There we go. I think that total amount is about right too. Aren't they like $400? Paul McDonald says 2104 motors. Just make sure the ducts are on. What do you mean? What? 2104 motors. Just make sure the ducts are on. Is that what you want to see next? June Loco says woke snail. Nice. Tuna Taxi says, the only way they send it back to you is if it is software they can't take apart and put it back together and ensure they're still waterproof. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, anything physical they're not going to be able to fix. And, like, when we bring them in, they're obviously physically destroyed. So it's super annoying, but I don't know. I guess we're lucky that that they're willing to do any kind of a physical damage protection warranty on them, right? Like that's not many, if any. It's just them and Assurion, right? And kind of sort of GoPro, but not really. Just kidding. No, it's good. Rob Axelson says, sorry I'm late to the party. Better late than never. You should be sorry, Rob. You fucker. No! No, 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 no! No, no, no! I found out recently that Maggie hates that soundbite right there that I just played. Do you guys like that soundbite? Because I'll play it twice as much if you guys like it. Sleeping on the couch tonight. Eva FPV is in the house. What's up? I always smash mine a little extra just in case, but I once smashed one into two pieces and the guy at the desk is horrified. Nice. Compost Pile with a $5 super chat. Thank you, homie. What is going on? Rob Axelson with a $4.99 super chat. He says, stay gangly, Aaron boy. Stay gangly, I shall. I don't really have much of a option because, you know, overactive thyroid metabolism kind of shit, but rest assured, the gangliness shall continue until the very end. Bob Noxious says, big thunderstorm rolling through. Yeah, here. You talking about you, too? Is everybody getting thunderstorms? T-Bird says, it's great listening to you in the shower. Oh, boy. Hard FPV says, what's up, bro? Dan636 with a super chat, $5. He says, 5 on more CiottiFPV sound bites. The best sound bites in the world. Did In the World play a minute ago? Here, hold on. I have In the World on the stream deck, but it's acting really weird. It's acting really weird. A Cable 14 with a $5 super chat, no comment, just wants to support the madness that is trying to be FPV full time. Thank you, dude. Denzel the Terrible says, hey, tell Maggie that I'm sorry I made the no soundbite, don't hate me. No, Dan, I love it. I'm gonna play it. When I know that she's watching, I'm gonna play it just constantly. Absolutely constantly. Until she comes down here and hits me with a broom. Bob Noxious says, LOL, yeah, bro. Den636 says, yeah, I heard it just then. Okay, so it did play through. Cool. Now it's not working at all, though. Like, I just hit it. Nothing's happening. Interesting. So it's playing through the speakers. I think you guys are hearing it coming out of the speakers into the mic, and there's a big-ass delay. It's very weird. I gotta spend some time learning the Stream Deck. I just kind of like open the software up and just I gotta actually pull up a YouTube video or two to learn the Stream Deck, because good lord, you can do some cool ass shit on the Stream Deck. So yeah, I gotta get on that. All right, it is 8:53. Let's fly some. Wait, hold on. Yeah, we got some batteries charged. We're flying some tiny whoops, friends. We've got 4 batteries ready, maybe 5. Oh boy, 5 batteries. Wow, what an embarrassment of riches. I'm gonna plug another couple of batteries in here. Maybe we can get a couple of last-minute batteries, and we are just gonna rip the shit out of this new house. So we got 5, here's 6 and 7, that's probably enough. I just realized that I forgot to get the tiny whoop gates out. So here's a little bit of Cinesploring. I gotta go get the tiny whoop gates, and I'm gonna set them up real quick. Hold on, be right back. Play in that big tree to the right, that big round bastard. I would love to know why this keeps pausing like this. It was doing it in the intro, like it's just pausing when I play these videos. I don't understand it. I want to give you guys some music so you don't have to just listen to the whole time. There you go. Be right back. Well, that was good timing. Look at us go. So that's flying the Cinewhoops freestyle. That's one of the Cinesplorers with the CiottiFPV HQ ducts. They fly surprisingly well. Dan636 says so much delay. What's the what delay? What delay? Where's their delay? Oh, help me fix the delay. What is this? Why is Steam running? Why won't Steam quit? Oh boy, come on. Don't make me force quit you. There it goes. Dan636, my clock says 420 Ciotti BRP. Robox says I know I'm late, but I gotta be before I am for work. It sucks, but it's better than my old one. Hell yeah. That's all that matters. Alright, we're gonna start flying. Let's see if the VTX is, or the VRX is working. Nope. Hold on. Maybe it'll, nope. Come on. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, come on. Ooh, there it is. Now we're talking. Okay, let's, delay was in reference to when you played, no. Okay, cool. So we got, Zoom mic is on, SL1 is on. Alright, I think we're good. Let's fly some tiny whoops, god damn it. First up, so yeah, let's talk about setups before we fly each one of them. Let's kill this. So this is the 75mm whoop. This is the Mobula 7 V4 frame. And then we've got Newbie Drone Goober canopy and the V1 Newbie Drone AIO with their FrSky like BI receiver on board here. BT 2.0, the motors are T-Motor 0803 22,000s with the 1.6-inch Gemfan biblades, and BT 2.0 with the Beta FPV 450 BT 2.0 batteries. I think that's everything, right? Yeah, so you guys are going to get to see this build makes a lot more sense in this big old house. Specifically in the living room. You're going to notice that down here in the basement, I'm going to struggle with this because it's heavy. All these 75 motor-to-motor rigs are heavier. But once I get this upstairs in the big old living room, this thing is going to start to make a little bit more sense because it does make a good amount of power. So I've got 2 batteries charged for this guy. Let's put it up in the air and we'll see what happens. I need goggles, don't I? That usually helps. See where you're going. Hey, I got some goggles. I'll be damned. And I'm also very interested to see how this VRX does with the tiny whoop upstairs. I'm gonna rely on you guys for that because I'm gonna be in the goggles when I'm flying. But yeah, let me know in the chat if there are any areas upstairs where the video goes to hell, and then I can play around with the location of this little VRX to try to get us some better coverage upstairs. Cool. Kevin Sumner says, what do you charge your tiny whoop batteries at? 1C, 2C? Usually I use these cheap-ass little like whatever USB powered chargers, which I assume charge at 1C because they take forever. I do have a one of the fractal boards, and when I charge them on my big boy charger, I'll usually do them at 1C just because they're so temperamental anyway. Like the last thing I want to do is put any extra stress on the damn thing. So, but all that being said, 2S is still pretty gentle on the batteries. So I mean, probably completely fine to charge these little guys on 2S. Look at that! The VRS is working. That's working. Jesus. All right. Here we go, friends. First time ripping the ever-loving shit out of the new house. I got nothing. What's happening? Oh, I'm on the wrong model. This is not a Express LRS whoop. Okay, so there it is. We are in FrSky land. All right, here we go. Ah, oh God. This thing makes power. So hey, here's a little studio tour for you guys. This is gonna change, but this is how it's set up at the time, right now. Oh God, oh boy. Tried to shoot that gap and just got rejected. Wow! Oh! We're good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Come on! This little setup here. Screw this. Let's get upstairs. This rig is far too heavy to be flying in this tight little basement here. That's what she said. Here we go. Now we're in the 75mm area. So I gotta be really careful of this fan, which is set to absolute demolition mode. I gotta be careful of this fan too, but this fan down here, this is gonna kill a whoop tonight. I can almost guarantee it. So let's get it going. Let's make some anger. Hopefully you go. Oh! And by let's make some anger, I mean let's go retrieve the whoop upstairs. No, we're good. Everything's fine. Look at this. Here we go. Here we go. Ready? Yay! Oh! I almost got it into the fan immediately. So one of my favorite little things that I've realized here is I can go up and down and I can catch it here, and then I can throw it up and get it going over here. And so I put these whoop gates here. Oh man, so much thunder. I put these whoop gates here thinking that I can maybe like oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Okay. I can't believe I almost hit that in the first try. And then I was thinking this. Oh! Oh yeah, we're gonna break some whoops trying to get these gaps here. Uh-oh. Come on. Come on. Yeah! What's Maggie doing? She in her office? She in there? She's not in there. Oh, there she is! Yeah! My girl knows how to live. What do you know about that? Oh God! Yo, it looks like it's open up here, but it's you know, when you're trying to rip, it's a little bit less open than one would think. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Get ready! Ooh! Ooh! Oh my God! So close! Can we get it? Oh God! Not like that. We can't. Oh no! Oh boy. Oh no. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Wow, I can't believe that came out of there. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my God, we got it so quick. That's ridiculous. Oh my goodness. All right, here's our new coffee table that we got from IKEA the other day. Let me put the OSD on. There we go. Keep an eye on this battery. Here's a little kitchen area. Okay. Yeah, we go. Oh! 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 It's fine. Everything's fine. Stairs. These are the kids' room up here. Felix's room is open there. There's Sage's room. Door's always closed. Oh! Yeah, that drop from up top is really cool. All right, battery is starting to take a dump. These stairs to come down are very tight. It's really hard to fly down those stairs, but, you know, I'm king dingaling, so I'm going to do it no problems first try. I like these little gaps here. Oh! Oh, oh. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, there we go. Skinny leg man all day. What you know about that? Oh! Almost got it. That's good. Oh! Oh! Wow! It touched my foot. It hurt. Oh, God! All right. Yo, the goggles are fogging. It's like I'm flying outside right now. Whew. Whew, boy. All right, let's do a little bit of basement time. That left front motor was being a little angry just now. We're gonna fly small. We're gonna fly small for a minute or two here to run the rest of this battery out. Oh man, it's so okay. The 75mm rigs are not for flying small. I don't care if Infinity Loops can do it. He's better than I am. I'm a shitty pilot, so I fly the 65mm rigs small and the 75mm rigs big. And I think you should too. But that's just me. Why can't I get this battery unplugged? What's happening here? Come on. Come on out of there. Sometimes these BT 2.0 battery plugs are really tight. That's what she said. All right. And Jellin says, what VRX module is that? The one I have doesn't get anywhere near the video quality as yours does. This is the ROTG1. It's the old school non-diversity one. And I've got a TrueRC stubby antenna on it. And I've got it up here. So how's the Bob Noxious says video looked good from what I can see. Are there any areas that that the video starts to get a little bit angry? Dan Richmond says for being 2 floors up, it looked great. Wow, that's ridiculous. I had I assumed that it wasn't going to work well up there, so I bought like a big 50-foot SMA extension. Actually, 2 of them. CiottiFPV didn't notice bad video at all. That's ridiculous. I'm still going to do that because I want to put an antenna outside, but I was going to put one antenna in the living room and another one outside. It sounds like I can just run the one outside for when I'm flying outside and, yeah, have this one for in here. That's pretty rad. Hey, also, the streams are fully in 1080p. This is a 1080p camera, and this is a 1080p camera as well. And this new computer is fast enough to output 1080 in OBS. So, welcome to seeing every wrinkle in my old ass face, friends. All right, let's do another 75mm battery to get it over with. And then we'll move over to the 65mm lightweight rigs that are a lot more competent in the basement here, and they also shred upstairs. What are we? Flat spot away. There we go. All right, cool. Yo, that power loop from cube to cube, though. Come on now. That was definitely not completely luck. That was only like 98% luck. JoryFPV says, glad to see CiottiFPV learning the ways of 75mm. Yeah, I mean, if you're flying in a huge space, if you have a huge house, I totally get it. Or if you're flying in a warehouse, I totally get it. That's just not, you know, like the upstairs is pretty big here, but the downstairs is like normal. And to be honest, you're gonna see in a minute, the 65mm rigs have every bit as much competence as this thing does upstairs, and down here they're so much more flyable. So I still really think 65 is the way to go. But if you have a huge house or a warehouse, or if for some reason you're flying tiny whoops outside, yeah, 75 is an interesting option. Eva FPV says, "Are you FrSky on all your whoops?" Nope, just this one, I think. Yeah, just this one. This is my only. All the rest of the whoops are on Express ELRS. JoryFPV says, have you tried a lightweight 75mm build, Mobula 7 V4 frame, Mobula canopy, Nano3, Gemfan biblades? You're only adding a couple grands for a lot of efficiency. I have, and it's still too heavy. Like a couple grams on a tiny whoop is a big deal. It's like you can't, with tiny whoops, you can't think of it as a couple of grams. You have to think of it as percentages. So you look at like a 19 gram build, and then you add a couple of grams to 22. That's like a 15 to 20 to 25% weight increase, and that's just ridiculous. That's crazy. You know, that's like an 800 gram 5-inch rig becoming an entire kilogram, right? Almost. So yeah, it's adding those couple of grams makes a huge difference in accuracy. And when you're flying in small spaces, like that's a really big deal. So yeah, I really I had high hopes for the 75mm stuff. Like my hope was basically that the bigger props would be a bigger parachute and would offset the little bit of extra weight. But after a lot of batteries, that was not the case, in my opinion. Oh, let's get her. Let's get her. You guys know what's going to happen. You know what's coming. You guys know what's coming. Wait till she turns. There it is. I'm going to get in so much trouble. God, Maggie is the best. Oh, I'm the luckiest man on earth. All right, here we go. Let's find some more cool shit. Oh boy. Oh, I actually heard it hit the ground from down here. All right, let's see. What do we got? Oh God, we were so close. We were so close. What if I throw it up to that? Can I throw it up to that cube? Oh God, easy, easy, easy. Could we get triple cube action? Oh, oh, oh! I hit the railing. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh God damn it! That's gonna be a tough one, yo. That's gonna be tough to link those together. What about? Oh! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh. Oh, it is walk of shame, isn't it? Oh no! Oh, we got it. We got that. Uh-oh. I think I threw a propeller. Oh God, no. What's happening? I think it threw a propeller. No, no, it's fine. Look at that. It's fine. Ooh! Ooh! Come on. Oh, we almost got it in there. Did you see it right in the corner of the view? Oh, look at that. Yo, this area here is fun. This is fun, man. We can play around with these cool looking lamps here. At some point, there's going to be a really fancy fan up here. We're going to get this big, gigantic 6-blade fan. And I'm hoping that it can spin nice and slow. Man, I'm just tempting fate with this. Although, if one of these tiny whoops is going to get obliterated by this fan, I want it to be this one. Yeah, that's a little too close. Let's not. Let's just chill. Oh, that was cool. Oh, no. That was cool. That was a cool little drop. Oh, up on that railing. Come on, get in that railing. Get in there. Oh, oh. So close. So close. It's funny, I can, like, hear it smack into the floor through the ceiling. Oh! That would have been sick. Come on, don't. There you go. Look, I put a little light here in the corner. Yo, look at this huge giraffe. This giraffe is taller than I am. Maggie and the kids surprised me with this giraffe when I moved in. I've wanted one of these extra tall giraffes for, like, the last 5 years, ever since I lived in Charleston and saw it at this crunchy hippie store, and but I could never justify spending $100 on it. But luckily, I live with the greatest people in the entire world, and they surprised me with it. There we go. We're in the basement. It's gonna be a nightmare with this heavy-ass rig. Yeah, I had this rig set up as lightweight for a little while. It didn't impress me. I moved it onto these 0803 motors, and it makes a lot more sense with these big boy motors. To help carrying around the extra weight. Ooh. And I mean, you could oh boy, you could still move it around, right? Like, you can still fly it. Like, don't get me wrong, it's flyable. It's just not. I mean, you're about to see. You're about to see a huge difference in like accuracy and flying down here. So. There you go. This is I've had a bunch of different configurations of this 75mm frame and rig and whatever. This is the best it's ever flown. You know, that's my opinion. I think that this setup is the best suited to the fact that it's going to have the extra weight because it's a bigger frame, bigger propellers. You're allowed to disagree, but yeah, it's this is the best that I've had this thing flying, and up until I put these motors on it, like, I just put this thing away. Like, I just took it apart, and I was just like, no, I don't want to fly it. Like, when this was set up lighter weight, I just didn't want to fly it. set up like this, it's interesting. I don't love it, but I want to fly it. So it's yeah, with this setup, it's good enough for me to want to put it up in the air and kind of play around with it. But you're about to see the builds that I like a lot better than this one. First up is the fat 65mm build. This is a Newbie Drone Acro B board. I think it's another V1. Nope. This is the V2 Acro B board. This has the Tiny Whoop 0802 30,000 kV motors on it, the full size durable ones. It's got a Caddx Ant camera on the little in the little canopy that's typically used for the toothpicks. Little tiny, real short singularity antenna from TrueRC. Little EP2, EP1, EP2, EP1, EP2, EP1, EP2. I don't know which one it is. ELRS receiver on the back, and the 1.2-inch Gemfan biblades, BT 2.0 as well. I think there's something going on with the VTX on this AIO, which is causing it to not... It looks a little milky. The video looks a little milky. Also, I think there's something going on with this AIO because the runtime kind of sucks. But this is a cool little... This is a cool rig to show you what a heavier weight 65 motor-to-motor rig flies like. So, I don't love this. I don't love the way this rig flies, but it's interesting, and it makes some serious power to offset the weight. So I need to switch the transmitter over into the model that's gonna turn on the ELRS module, and there we go. So what? Ah, there it goes. All right, cool. And this is on a Weebleed FPV 300 mAh battery. My dad says I'm going to give Maggie one of those old squash rackets to defend herself with. And hey, the FrSky was totally fine for that whole battery. Let's drink more. That'll help. All right, here we go. June Logo says, will you be ripping the HD0 65mm whoop? At some point I will, but unfortunately you guys won't be able to watch. I do need to get to building. But man, there's a lot of stuff that I'm kind of focused on with the house at the moment, rather than doing builds. But that'll kind of work itself out. This is also a rig that the I need to put it. Newbie Drone just released 4.3 stable hex for their boards. So I need to put that on here because as you might have noticed a second ago, the roll rate is faster. There's something weird with this 4.2.9 or whatever the hell it is hex on these Newbie Drone Acroby boards where the rates just aren't quite right. So yeah, the main struggle with this rig is dealing with the rates being a little different. Look at that power. That was just like a little, oh God. That was just like a little throttle blip and it went completely up an entire story in like no time. Ready? Blip. Look at that. Oh boy, I think I just whizzed by that fan a little too close for comfort. So yeah, this is a heavy rig on really powerful motors, very durable motors too. I'm kind of flying this thing bigger right now. Let's fly it a little bit smaller. With the 1.2-inch props, whoa. So that actually just triggered. So that was a commanded movement that triggered crash prevention. That was actually kind of interesting. Oh God, this rig is hard to fly, man. The rates are just not quite right. I need this, and the low battery warning is already coming on. Oh God, yeah. These. Oh no, I'm in the garbage can of dirt. Oh boy. Oh no. Stand by. Oh. a bad man. There might be dirt everywhere. Oh boy. Crack in the dirt. Crack in the dirt. It's alright. There's not a lot of dirt everywhere. I'll clean it up tonight. Oh, that's a good idea. We got a dirty, tiny dirt. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I made a dirty mess. This battery was about dead anyway. So
Telemetry lost.
we're just going to kill it. There's definitely not dirt everywhere. Definitely not dirt everywhere. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh, you are so dirty. Oh God. Sorry, little guy. Sorry, little friend. Hold on. Let me wipe him off. I don't want to get dirt all over everything, everywhere. Oh God. Garbage can. Who put that garbage can full of dirt up there? Whose idea was that? It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. Oh God, it's still very dirty. So now we're gonna move on to the rigs that really fly good, and the first one I'm gonna put up in the air. The ceramic antenna broke off of. I need to find a little bit of time to try to solder a little wire onto where the ceramic antenna broke off on this, which should work. But yeah, we might fail safe this upstairs, but I'm actually kind of interested to see it performs staggeringly well for not having any express LRS antenna whatsoever. So this is a Meteor 65 frame Mobula 6, the full board from the regular old Mobula 6 ELRS. Well, you know what this is? This is a Mobula 6 ELRS with the Meteor 65 frame and different motors and props. These are the Happy Model 0802 25,000 kV motors with the Gemfan triblade props. So that's what this rig is. It's got all the other Mobula 6 ELRS stuff, the canopy, the Runcam Nano, and it's got a regular old whip antenna. This is the only rig that we're going to be flying with a regular old whip antenna. So let's see how this does. It flies great, but there's a good chance that this is going to fail safe upstairs. So let's see what happens. Let's push ELRS to its limits. No antenna on the quad.
RSSI critical.
I don't know, man.
Recovered. Low battery.
You can watch other stuff. You don't have to watch. Dude, look, we got that. White says, nice new pad, bro. Congrats. Thank you, man. Thank you. Tuner Taxi says, if you get some orcas, you can live stream to your phone or tablet, and it actually works great. I saw when Botgrinder was doing that, and I thought it was really terrible. And didn't they discontinue didn't they discontinue that? I saw Botgrinder doing it a while ago. Oh man, that RSSI is low already. Yikes. It just got a little bit better. Well, let's see. Let's see what happens. Man, this camera looks great though. Jeez. Oh God, what? All right, let's see what happens here. Okay, well, you know.
Telemetry lost.
Can't blame that on... Oh God, it's at 0 RSSI already. Oh my God. What? Oh, it just fail-safed. Oh boy. Runaway is not fail-safe. I don't think it... What's happening? Why won't it take off? Bueller? Oh, the right front motor is fucked. Something's going on. Right front motor got nothing. Let's see.
Telemetry lost.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Ah, we threw a propeller. Where did we throw it?
Telemetry recovered.
Where are you at, propeller?
Telemetry lost. Telemetry
yourself.
recovered. Telemetry lost.
Well,
Telemetry recovered.
I'm not going to spend
Low
all my
battery.
time looking for that propeller. We're just going to retire it and fly the rig with an antenna. I mean, it fail-safed on the goddamn stairs, so
Telemetry
it
lost.
wouldn't have made it upstairs. All right, so yeah, this rig needs it needs a propeller, and it needs a propeller, and it needs anything soldered to one of the pads for the ceramic antenna. All right, so we're gonna move on to the best flying tiny whoop. The best flying tiny whoop. Seriously though, it's the best flying tiny whoop. Got it all wrong. Got it all wrong. It's the best, because, you know, it really is, though, seriously. This really is the best flying tiny whoop
in the world.
We got it. We got it. Took a bunch of attempts, but we got it. Jesus, what's happening with the chat? What, did the chat just explode? No, we're good. Bob Doxa says, falling in that trash can is like me falling in every bucket of water around. Yeah, seriously. Tuna Taxi says, the actual live stream to like Facebook, YouTube sucks, but to have it streamed to your phone and have a camera pointed at it works perfectly. That's what I've been doing to let people watch my HTZ. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. That's a cool idea. Unfortunately, the Orca goggles are a fucking fortune. And I just, man, I cannot justify spending any money on analog goggles at this point. But that's a cool, that's an interesting setup. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna, if the HD0 whoop is good, I don't know how I'm going to deal with, the setup. So yeah, this is the setup that you want in my opinion. Regular old Mob6 ELRS, Meteor 65 frame, tinywhoop.com, 0702 30,000 kV motors, and if you get the right little TrueRC singularity canopy, antenna, you can actually fit it under the canopy. There's a singularity antenna all internal on this guy. BT 2.0 and then the Weebleed FPV batteries. This is the absolute shit you're gonna see in a second. This is just everything. I almost forgot. You guys almost had to just watch my big dumb face making silly noises, not noises, faces while flying. So this is the one, friends. So down here in the basement, you can shoot tiny little gaps. What? No, stop it. I got distracted by the countdown. Oh, wow, that hit hard. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's nice and lightweight. Okay, you know, hold on. I'm going to use the excuse of I'm used to flying those other ones. It's a good excuse, right? So yeah, the weight of this little fella is makes shooting little tiny gaps a lot easier, even when the pilot sucks. So what I want you to notice is like just the momentum and how little of it there is. And that's what makes this so accurate, but it's still got a bunch of power, as you can see by it slamming into the ceiling. Oh boy, that was ambitious. Oh! It's tight. It's still tight down here. But yeah, it's just so good. And I think I went through that gate. I mean, you can kind of see like the soft stops to flips and rolls and stuff like that. Oh God, that was not planned, but we went through that gate backwards and sideways. And you can kind of tell by like the smoothness, like I can just be a lot smoother with this rig, but at the same time, do shit like that, right? Like, it's got, I don't know why I did that. I just flew right into it as if it was gonna move. Yeah, this is the shit. It's got all the power, but none of the weight, and it really lets you get away with some crazy stuff like that. And that. So yeah, this is like everything. I really like this setup here. I want to build like 10 more of these and just stop flying anything else. Oh, like come on. Can you, what can you do that? Oh, no. We hit hard on that one. Oopsie. Man, you know when you hit it hard enough to turn it off that... And it's also very durable because it's so lightweight. It's very, very durable. Ah! Coming in hot. So yeah, this is the setup, guys, for the... Like, just... The experience of flying this inside is unlike anything else. It's got a ton of power. You're not, like, holding on for dear life the entire time. It's hysterically durable because it's so lightweight. And at the same time, like, it's not... Like, a lot of times when you get a tiny whoop down to this weight, it becomes like a fragile mess. And like, yeah, it flies great, but you're like limping it around in hopes that you don't slam into the wall hard enough for the goddamn thing to turn off, right? Like, I abuse this thing as if I hate it, and it's like, come on, that's all you got, bro? Bring it. Give us more. Restyle wants to see the antenna. Let's see if this camera will pick it up. So it's the TrueRC Singularity. Good God, this camera in 1080p is hysterically good. So yeah, it's the TrueRC Singularity Ultra Short, and then I put a little note in for Hugo to make it a little bit shorter, like 2 to 3 millimeters shorter, and that allows me, even without that note, you can still stuff it under the canopy, but if it's a little bit shorter, it becomes a little bit easier to stuff under the canopy. But yeah, the TrueRC Singularity Ultra Short, you can fit under the canopy like this, and that way, you know, it's just you just got your little ball sack on the top of the rig. It looks, you know, if you look at it like that, it's just like a dangly little sack. Man, look at you, Logitech! Look at you, okay! Man, I'd be talking some shit on Logitech, but it just got the job done just now. What's up, Bambi Takes Flight? How are you? Okay, another battery. This is actually a Tattoo 300 mAh BT 2.0 battery, which is the same exact thing as the Weebleeds, but by Tattoo. Weebleed FPV is an awesome little company run by an awesome dude. So buy their batteries. They're exactly the same. They cost the same, and you'll be supporting a super cool dude. I like Tattoo as well, so, you know, you can support them. But
Telemetry recovered. Low battery.
All right, here we go. Let's do it. Is this fan not working on these Fat Sharks? What's the deal? No, it's going. Okay. It's hot down here, man. Jesus, 80 degrees up in this place. Flying in 80-degree weather sucks. Oh, come on. Don't do this, Fat Sharks. Not like this. All right, let me see if I can get my flying dialed in a little bit here. Oh, shit. That's the wrong cube to go through. That's the one. Oh! Fuck it. Let's go through it this way. Oh, yeah. Oh, no! The foam got me! Look, that's all the foam that I had up in the other studio. Oh, I got that fan blowing on me. Here we go. You guys like flips and rolls? I can do flips and rolls. I usually don't, but I can. Oh! That was a strange decision. Oh, God! That was an even stranger decision. Alright, these goggles are going to start beeping. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of music. And we're going to do a live edit. This is... Sometimes we do this. We're going to do a live edit. Nope, that song sucks. This song might be cool. Alright, here we go. Hold on. I gotta go audio input capture, desktop audio. Okay, here you guys go.
Talking to the crib in the face, be still, let that hate stuff fade. We all want the meal in the safe don't need the accolades, I'm in love with the chase. I just wanna eat, save a spot at the table. Beast with the slap, pin myself on the map. I'm long with the wind, but we knowing that it's capped. 5-hour flights, couple nights at the flat. To be real, couldn't see me making moves while I'm at. I'm still on the grind, limit time when I chat. I'm burning down sage, keep the demons away. When I write it, give a piece of myself to the page. I don't do it for the praise, love, that's just how I'm made.
Truth in the glass in the mirror. Do it at me, old man, tryna pass in the fear. You're the first one to talk, but the last one to hear. Eyes blurry, but I couldn't see the ass, and he cleared down. Start to feel like I'm on one. Settle in, I'll be here for the long run. I'm a slave for the cash, got snakes in the grass, no brakes on the ad, but it's all fun. We done seen it all, heard it all. Heard enough, give me space before I murder y'all. 10 bad bitches here, I'ma curve them all. 12 missed calls, and I still made a curtain call. Here to light it up, lighten up. Hear him talking, they ain't right enough, tighten up. Everything that I came for, I left with. I don't bang sets, I just bang on the set list. Going past supper when I came for the breakfast. Put me in your prayers, I might put you on the guest list. Young niggas in the reckless. Gold in my soul, got the same on my necklace, bitch.
Yo, we were getting into it there. Hold on, let me pause this. And all right, we got one more battery. Good lord! Oh, I love this. I love this rig. Oh my god, yeah. So you know,
Telemetry lost.
I have to assume that you guys can kind of see the difference between these rigs. Like this. You know, I can't, like, I just never thought, never in my wildest imagination that I think that we'd be able to do this kind of stuff with tiny whoops. And like when, yeah, like halfway through that battery, like, and this happens every time, I just have to think to myself, like, why do we fly anything else? Like, why do we not just build 50 of these? Like, it turns any space into, like, and so that's the big area of the house, right? Down here in the basement, where it's much smaller, like, this basement is basically like a 600 square foot apartment. Like, it rips down here. Let me actually, I'm gonna open the door to the garage. We got one more battery. I'm gonna open the door to the garage, and I'll stay down here for this last battery, and we'll just play in like the tight sort of area. And you can see it's just as competent down here. It's really amazing. So hold on, let me get that door opened up. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot to do in there. We're gonna obviously fly through the windows of the Mazda 2. So yeah, it's this is just crazy. Like this tiny whoop build is it's just everything, man. And like, admittedly, it's very hard to fly. Like, this amount of power is very difficult to fly. But you can just motor limit it down, right? Like, there's no reason not to motor limit it down, and then when you get used to it, and you can crank the power up. I have it cranked up to 100%, but, you know, I've been flying for 6 years. So, to close that gap is going to take a while. I'm going to put music on again because these are beeping like crazy, and it's going to drive you guys nuts. So, here we go. Last battery. I got it. Thank you. Look how good she is. She's the best. Thank you, Paul McDonald, for the $2 super chat. Let me know that there's no audio. Wouldn't be a CiottiFPV stream if I didn't fuck something up. What I was saying is, why do we need anything other than this? You know, with remote ID being a little scary right now, there's a chance that we won't be able to fly outside the end of the year next year, ever again. And I don't care, because I'm just going to keep building and flying these. And that is, and you know, like, I'm not even that great at flying tiny whoops yet. You know, like, I fly Cinewhoops and 5-inch freestyle rigs, and then every once in a while I fly these. If I put a couple thousand batteries into this, can you imagine, like, what we could do? And I'm fine with that, man. Like, you know, I hope to hell that the photography drone community puts enough, you know, effort and money into it to sue the shit out of the FAA for remote ID, to do something about it. But I don't know. But if they don't, who cares? I mean, you know, it's obviously way more confusing than that. But this is just outrageous. What we have, what we can build for like $110. I guess it's a little bit more than that, because of the motors. But the 0702 26,000 kV motors are really good, and for most people, they're plenty. I'm a complete nut job, so I like these 30,000s. But yeah, man, I mean, the fact that we can build and fly these things right now like that is mind-blowing. And I just can't believe it. I cannot believe where tiny whoops were 2 years ago versus where they are today. It just makes no sense. And that's 10 o'clock. Let's get caught up on chat, and then we will shut this motherfucker down, and I'll see you guys again on Friday at 7 o'clock Eastern. Baby Takes Flight says, are you using HD0? Just built a little 65mm tech is mental. Not yet, although FPV Exchange did send me, I don't know where it is, it's somewhere back here. They did send me the Mobula 6 HD0 that I'm going to be screwing around with. Hopefully next Swoop Wednesday. It depends on how much house stuff I can get done over the next week. But yeah, we might start screwing around with that. The motors that rig comes with are way too low of a KV, so I'm not even going to bother flying it until I swap the motors out. I have a set of tinywhoop.com EX, actually Hex 0802 30,000 KV motors for that rig. So yeah, we're going to swap the motors, and then I got to figure out all the HD0 stuff. So yeah, there's that. We will get to that. Glenn Burnett says, what are the specs of the last swoop? I was late to the stream. If you're talking about this one, Glenn, this is a Mobula 6 ELRS with tinywhoop.com 0702 30,000 kV motors, the Gemfan biblades, Meteor 65 frame, and BT 2.0. It is so much better than any other Tiny Whoop build I've ever done. It's kind of ridiculous. Hopefully you could tell from the flying, but the confidence that this gives me in a not huge space is absurd. And the amount of power that it has to throw itself upwards to do these off-throttle stall and float things is just, like, we've never had that before. This is, and I mean, some of these other ones, like the 75mm rig, yeah, like, Tiny Whoops are now three-dimensional. They used to just be RC cars. You would just drive them around. But now they have enough power and throw to be three-dimensional, so you can actually do, a lot of the stall maneuvers and off-throttle throw maneuvers that previously we could only do with 5-inch freestyle, 3-inch freestyle, shit like that. And it's just so cool. I find it to be the most hysterical thing ever. Restyle says, can I get your tune for this guy on Discord or something after this? This actually has the meme tune on it right now, which is all 100s. All 100s on P gain, I gain, and D gain, and then the D min is set at 70. The D min is either 60 or 70. But yeah, this is my meme tune right now. And it flies great. The stock tune that this Mob6 ELRS comes with flies pretty much just as good. And I'm willing to bet you that if you put 4.3 stable on this and just left it alone, it would fly really good as well. 4.3 stable, the stock tune is hysterically good. My rigs tend to be like mechanically tuned is what I call it. Basically, you put a propeller and motor and battery and all up weight combination on the rig where the stock PID tune works really well. And the stock PID tune in Betaflight is basically designed for 5-inch racing rigs. If you have to really push a tune in Betaflight, that means that your mechanical system is wrong. There's something wrong with it. You don't have enough thrust. You have too much thrust. Shit like that. The frame is too floppy. So yeah, and Bob Brugge from FPV Cycle, this is kind of how he tunes. He refuses to change anything in Betaflight, and he just focuses on the motor, prop, battery, all-up weight combo. And yeah, you can still gain a little bit by pushing the PIDs, admittedly, but stock PID, if you're going to have a rig that flies really good, it's going to fly really good on stock PIDs, and then you're going to make it fly a tiny little bit better by pushing. If you have a rig that flies like ass on stock PIDs, pushing the PIDs is putting a Band-Aid on the head wound. Any rig, if you've built the physical rig correctly, it's going to fly really damn good on stock PIDs. So yeah, if you have rigs that you're having to go ballistic and spend a lot of time tuning, you're going to get a lot more bang for your buck fixing the mechanical system, the props, motors, batteries, all up weight, versus pouring time into tuning the rig to try to put a Band-Aid on a set of motors that, you know, doesn't make enough power or whatever. So yeah. No audio, no audio, no audio, no audio, no audio, no audio. Thanks again, Paul McDonald. No sound, no sound, no sound. Dude, I'm yelling, can you hear us? Kiz Bartlett says, my main draw to Whoops is that you can just crack out a flight whenever, wherever. Yeah, so true. You know, you can take this to a mall and absolutely shred. And like, they might ask you to leave, but they're not going to arrest you or beat you with a hammer. It's pretty cool, right? Veritas Weasel says, why do you say we may not be able to fly outside? Did your motor ID get approved? I don't know if it got approved yet, but RDQ lost, and I mean, it's just looking like it's coming, which many of us could kind of see the writing on the wall from day one with that, but, you know, kind of is what it is. So, but hey, they don't control the airspace inside of buildings, so we will always have these, and good lord do these fly good. So regardless, FPV is not going anywhere. If we have to put all of our efforts into tiny little rigs that we can fly inside, can you imagine? Can you imagine if the entire FPV industry moves to tiny whoops? These will get so good. These will get even better. This is like ridiculous right now. I can't imagine this being any better. If we have to do that, we will. And we'll keep flying. And we'll keep enjoying ourselves, but we won't have to go outside and get eaten by mosquitoes and fucking fire ants, not amps. My foot is still all swollen, and it hurts, and it itches, and I hate it, and fire ants, and just regular ants, because this was a regular ant bite, can go to hell and burn forever. Bye. It's ICanFPV with a $9.99 super chat. Thank you, brother. He says, for all your F-ups, keep up the great content, sir. Thank you, dude. Like polishing a turd, Kiz Bartlett says. Indeed. Looks like I'm caught up. All right, friends. Thanks for hanging out. My name's Aaron Ciotti. Head on over to CiottiFPV.com if you like this content and you want to see it continue. Patreon helps me out the most, and you can join it for $3 whole a month. That's 10 cents a day, and you're going to get way more out of it than just that $3. You're going to get connected with my Discord channel, my Facebook group, other things that I can't think of right now. There's an Etsy store, there's a Fiverr page, there's a bunch of affiliate links next time you're buying something FPV related. Think about the gangliest motherfucker you've ever seen on YouTube and check my website to see if I have an affiliate link. Get FPV, FPV Cycle, Amazon. You know you're ordering shit off Amazon. Let me get 1% of your order, yo. And a bunch of other websites. Love you, be good. Here's some random flying. What am I going to play for you guys? You guys want to see something from? I'm not going to wait long enough for your answers, so I don't know why I'm asking. But you guys want to see some of my professional work? Here's some. Here's a gig that I did in December of 2021 for a producer called High Def. I'm not going to put the song on. I'm going to put a copyright-free song on. But this was the final music video edit that they did. We're going to do a relaxing and dreamy song from Epidemic Sound. Love you guys. Be good. Later. See you Friday at 7. Bye-bye.